Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 36 of What If Izuna Uchiha was Naruto Ancestor. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the new episode of What If the 10 Tails was sealed within Naruto, and enjoy that guys. And over on Anime King, I post a new episode of What If Naruto returned different after his training trip. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. And also, I posted a new episode of What If Naruto was sent to the Marvel world. So go ahead and enjoy it as well guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support guys. And also, remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking about to all of you. So without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, the last spot we left off, Naruto faced off against Kakashi and Hiruzen, as the both of them attacked him brutally, as they were aiming to kill him. No longer aiming to save him, they were aiming to kill, as the battle raged on for a while. As Hiruzen's staff, Enma, also joined into the battle, as they started to beat the crap out of Naruto, breaking his ribs and beating the hell out of him. But still, Naruto was holding back a lot, as he wasn't even using his Susanoo or the Amaterasu flames, as Naruto took on all of them, until Naruto summoned a giant crow, as the crow towered, half of the shadow covered Konoha, as Enma got larger and larger and large, as Hiruzen stood on top of him. As Hiruzen was really exhausted from the battle, his old age started to show, as Kakashi summoned a large dog, as Naruto sent the hawk over towards Kakashi. As he leapt forward, Enma tried to punch him in the ear, but Naruto stabbed right through Enma's eye. As Enma cried out in pain as Naruto fired electric current in Enma's head, killing the monkey. As Hiruzen collapsed to the ground after the monkey poofed away, as Naruto went over him, as all of Naruto's soldiers were there, as Naruto looked down at Hiruzen, as Hiruzen told him that he's sorry, and Naruto said that he forgave him. As Hiruzen looked at Naruto and smiled, as Naruto brought his sword down and ended Hiruzen's life, as he stood there for a while taking in everything. Some time passed, as Naruto took over Konoha. Sasuke didn't like how Naruto go with things though, as he left most people alive. When he destroyed the monument, that was just an illusion. The people were still alive even though he was ruling over them. Sasuke didn't like that. Gaara also took the position as Kazekage over the Sand Village, as no one could say anything to him. As Jiraiya and the others retreat with the civilians, as Konoha was now conquered by Naruto, as Haku found Naruto, as she told him it's time, as he told her he would confess his love to her once this was all over, and now they destroyed Konoha and they took it over. But Naruto was still holding back, as Haku got rather pissed, as Kurama started to talk to Naruto, as Naruto realized that he's been quite a fool. He shouldn't waste this opportunity, as Haku was beyond pissed and said if he doesn't choose, he must not talk back to her other than mission related questions, as Naruto held on to her, as Haku felt a presence wash over her, as he pulled her in for a kiss, as he told her that he loved her, as Haku felt happy. She was beyond happy, she was ecstatic, as Naruto finally relieved some of the guilt, as Haku told him that he doesn't have to worry about her, thinking that what he does was going to hurt her. She will still stick by his side no matter what. So yeah guys, that was basically the last where we left off. You guys can touch across the place and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Naruto broke the kiss with Haku as he lowered his head. "What's wrong?" Haku asked, as he brushed away some of the strands of hair that was falling over his face. Nothing, I'm just happy. Truly happy, he said, a bright smile on his face. You're not messing with me, are you? Haku asked, as he shook his head no. Thank you for being so harsh to me. I would have probably made a huge mistake if I let you go tonight. The truth is, I need you much more than you need me. I'm just a little thick-headed and stubborn, a little, Haku said as she rolled her eyes. Fine, a lot, Naruto said, as he received a kiss as a reward, as Haku got a rather seductive look on her face. As Naruto looked at her, as she gave him a nod, as the both of them sun-shined towards Kakashi's old apartment. Kakashi had moved into a bigger place with Anko, but it wasn't like he was here anyway. He was currently in a jail cell, as Naruto will have to deal with that tomorrow. And make sure to stop Sasuke from doing anything rash, as he wanted to kill Kakashi. Talk about a revenge-obsessive person. As Naruto wondered if it was the right decision to tell Sasuke about the Uchiha massacre. He also tells Sasuke about his life as well, about his past. His best friend just stood there and listened. And after everything, Sasuke said 5 words. I need some time alone. It had been a week, and Sasuke hasn't left the Uchiha compound, as Naruto asked Gurren to keep an eye on him, as she saw him just walking through the clan compound. Sometime he would stare into the homes, reminiscing memories. Kurama, remind me to talk to Sasuke and Kakashi tomorrow, okay? As he kicked open the door, making Haku chuckle. Do I look like a damn secretary to you? Asked Kurama. No, you're not my secretary. You're my bitch, Naruto said, with a joke as Kurama slammed his tail on the bars. Well then, big talk. Let me out and let's have a one-on-one fight, puny human. Naruto caught the link as he still heard Kurama yelling curses at him though, as Haku was just nuzzling up in his chest as he carried her within his arms straight into the apartment. As Haku realized that he was everything. It didn't matter if he was in love with Kurena at first. Now she had him, and she would never let him go. As he brought her into the bedroom. An hour later, the both of them were wrapped up against each other, both of them naked, as Haku had her head on his chest, listening to his heartbeat. As one of his hands were rubbing her back, while the other was rubbing soft stroke on her cheek. Neither of them had said a word, as they were simply enjoying the silence and the beautiful of the night. As Naruto spoke, would you like to go and get some dinner sometime, he said. Are you asking me on a date, second, she asked. Yes, Naruto said. Your wish is my command, Haku said. The next day, Kakashi heard the cell door open, as Naruto stepped inside, as Kakashi saw a look on Naruto's face. I know that look. I don't know what you're talking about, said Naruto. Come on, admit it. You got laid yesterday, said Kakashi. No, I didn't, said Naruto. Come on, what happened? Tell me. Who was it? You took away my precious book. You know I can't let you have any paper or pen. You would simply take a second to write a note to give Pakon to send to your defeated comrades, Naruto said. Kakashi rolled his eyes as he lifted his arms with the chakra seals on it. You're too smart and sneaky to be given any freedom. I know you better, Kakashi. As Kakashi gave my eye smile. I cannot live without my precious, said Kakashi, making Naruto sigh. Look, I'll give you your damn book if you agree to join me. Even let you go out and live like a normal ninja of my army, Naruto said. Are you going to let me go? Kakashi said, skipping over the question. Uncle will be missing me, he said. I already paid my debt to her, Naruto said. I don't owe her anything else, so you can forget about playing that card. Then why didn't you kill me, Kakashi asked. You know why, said Naruto. Well, Sasuke would have gladly done it if you didn't want to do it yourself. Leave him out of this, he's already screwed up enough, Naruto said. Oh, is he? Said Kakashi. Alright, let me make this clear. You're not going back to your comrades, and I'm not going to kill you. Unless you join me, you will stay here and rot in this prison. Knowing you, it will probably take a week for you to start to crave your precious book. Tell you what, if you will join me, I won't harm Anko. You wouldn't harm her anyway, said Kakashi. Why don't you just cast your genjutsu on me? It will be a lot easier and faster. As Kakashi saw the look in Naruto's eyes, Naruto didn't want to conquer him, but persuade him on his side. I'll come by tomorrow, said Naruto. I'll think about your offer, said Kakashi. Very well, said Naruto. At least tell me about the girl. Is it Gurren? Asked Kakashi. As Naruto rolled his eyes. No. Is it Teiwaya? Are you crazy? Naruto said. Is it Karin? Gross, Naruto said. As Kakashi chuckled, "Is it Tsunade?" he said. "I'll kill you, Kakashi," said Naruto. "I wonder who else could it be? Wait, don't tell me. Is it Sasuke?" As Naruto turned around, "I'll burn each and every one of your books," Naruto said. "If you keep on joking like that." "Wait, I know," said Kakashi. "Was it that right girl? What's her name again? The right captain? Haku. Was it her?" As Kakashi narrowed his eyes when Naruto looked the other way. "I'm happy for you," said Kakashi honestly. "Are you?" Naruto said. "Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? Your ambition is different from your personal life, and you've been through a lot. Kurona is not coming back. You do get a free pass in my blessing," Kakashi said happily. "You're not a priest," Naruto said. "But I'm your father." "No, scratch that. Your elder brother." "That seemed to be a little bit too old for me," Kakashi said. "Fair enough, brother," Naruto said. "Happy now?" "See you tomorrow," said Kakashi. "You know I won't leave you," Naruto said. Kakashi gave him an eye smile. "Stay safe, Naruto." "You too, Kakashi." "Hey, it's not like I'm going anywhere." "You better not, because I just released the latest Ichi Ichi Desert Safari." As Naruto exit, as he heard Kakashi going crazy inside the cell, screaming, "Give me my precious!" Meanwhile, Sasuke was staring at a blank wall. As he was in the Uchiha compound, as he was in the room. He has done so much things. He has become a traitor to his village. He has murdered more people than everyone in his classmate did. He subdued Akagi. He helped his friend to lead the invasion. His best friend turned out to be a secret Anbu captain who went through so much more than him. Just hearing about Naruto's pain made Sasuke's head spin. As Naruto had better control over his emotions than him, he realized that a long time ago, but this just now confirms it. His own elder brother had massacred the clan because of a mission. The Uchihas were planning to rebel. He was glad that Konoha was destroyed because, if it wasn't, he would have wanted to do it with his own hands. He would have murdered every man and woman and child, and he would have laughed in front of their corpses. Previously, he hated Itachi, but now he wanted to rip him to shreds. Despite all of the injustice, all of the bad things that happened to the Uchiha clan, Itachi still remained loyal to this corrupted village. He killed mom and dad for Konoha. He killed our mother for this place. I swear to you, Itachi, I will hunt you down even if you go to the bottom of hell. I will kill you for what you did. And I will kill every single Konoha ninja, civilians, everyone. And you will pay for what you did to mother, father, and our clan. You hear that? Sasuke screamed in his mind. "Yo," said a voice. "Just what I need, another Kakashi clone." As Sasuke looked to see Naruto sitting at the window. As Naruto was so much like Kakashi, sometimes it freaked Sasuke out. "And just what I needed, meeting an emo in the morning," Naruto said. "Then go away, no one asked you to come here," Sasuke said. "Jerk. Bitch." "So, are your marbles in place? Or do I need to go call Tsunade?" Naruto said, all humor leaving his voice. Sasuke just wanted to be left alone, but he knew that Naruto would not leave him alone, and that look in his eyes he was stubborn. "I'm fine," Sasuke said, as Naruto snorted. "And Jiraiya is not a pervert," he said. "What do you want?" Sasuke asked. "Got a little party going on tonight. All of the officers will be there. I want to introduce you to them. Maybe even get you familiar with a few interesting girls," Naruto said, as he saw the irritated look in Sasuke's eyes. "I'll pass," he said. "I am not asking," Sasuke, Naruto said. "Stop being annoying and leave me alone." "Not an option." "You still want to kill Itachi, right?" Naruto said. "What make you think I don't?" "Just asking." "Killing Itachi has been added to Reich's list." "I will take him down myself. This is my business," Sasuke said. "Not before I give you some training. You're tough, but I fought with your brother. I know how he fights, and frankly, in your current state, he will kick your ass up and down," Naruto said. As Naruto smirked when he saw Sasuke's interest peaking, now it was time to seal the deal. "Tell me everything you know about him. Jutsus, weapons, everything," Sasuke demanded. "One condition," Naruto said. "What do you want from me?" asked Sasuke. "You will not be a loner. I am officially appointing you as my Knight of Honor. You will accompany me to all diplomatic, strategy, meeting, and social occasions. That includes parties and hang out with the girls I choose for you. As the expression on Sasuke's face made Naruto want to die laughing. You want me to be your bodyguard and your playboy, Sasuke said. You are more than qualified for the first position. I need someone strong and powerful to watch my back. And who better than my best friend, which I trust. And as for the second condition, you are already a playboy in the academy. And if I refuse, Sasuke said, oh, you're lost. I'll just tell every female in the empire that you're gay. I will even print your photo on a special male magazine. Then you'll have an entire army of fanboys after you. And down goes the revival of the Uchiha clan, Naruto said, as he laughed when he saw all colors drain from Sasuke's face. You wouldn't, Sasuke said. Just try me, Naruto said. Sasuke glared daggers at Naruto. If luck could kill, Naruto would probably be a pile of ash right now. Fine, we have a deal, Sasuke said, as he watched a big smile came on Naruto's face. Finally, I'll get you laid with one of the girls tonight. It will be awesome, Naruto said. I never agreed to that, Sasuke said. And yes, you did agree to sleeping with beautiful girls. It is clause 7 of our contract. As he pulled that scroll and tossed it to Sasuke, as Sasuke caught it. You're crazy, as there was a lot of conditions on the scroll. I prefer... Extremely smart, Naruto said. I swear I'll kill you for this one day. Sasuke promised. Naruto turned around. You can try. But from now on, you're my bitch. And be there at 7 and don't be late. And your partner for tonight is Karen. As Naruto jumped away as a kunai passed over his head, as he could hear Sasuke cursing as he chuckled. Later that night, the moment Karen saw Sasuke, she became madly crazy over him. As Naruto was happy, he got that crazy girl off of his back, and now she's on Sasuke's. As Naruto was glad that Sasuke was stepping out more in the light, as he didn't want Sasuke to go down the path that he didn't want him to go down, because if he comes up to it, he could not kill Sasuke. He was his cousin, and they didn't see it that way. They looked at each other like brothers, so he couldn't. Time skip. Kurenai slowly opened her eyes, as she just had the weirdest dream. She saw herself with the biggest traitor of Konoha. The both of them are talking, chatting, going on missions, and even romancing, as she couldn't understand. You will see everything little by little. She remembered those words that Sasuke told her, as that boy had broken some kind of seal in her brain, or at least put some kind of crack in it. She didn't know if he was bluffing or if there was actually some seal in her brain. But the more she thought about it, the more thoughts of him come in her mind, the both of them doing outrageous things. As she opened her eyes fully to see that she was on a plain bed in a rather plain room, as one thought came to her mind, hospital, she said. Perfect assumption, still better than being captured and treated in an enemy cell. As she snapped her head to the right to see Jiraiya, the toad Sanin sitting on the window as he was writing something in a book. Jiraiya-sama, you defeated the enemy? As Jiraiya sighed when he saw the foolish hope in her eyes. How long do you think you were out for? Asked Jiraiya. A couple of hours, she said. No, you've been out for a week and some days. If not for Fire Country Beck's doctors, you would probably be in a permanent coma. Somebody completely messed up your mind. Someone with a Sharingan, that is what I'll bet my money on. As she remembered what happened as her hands shake. Konoha, she said. And things were bad when she was fighting, so imagine if she fall. The priests, soldiers, what happened to them? Lost, said Jiraiya. We lost the village and more than half of Fire Nation right now. As her eyes went wide in disbelief. The village was lost? And half of Fire Country as well? As Jiraiya saw that she was going to ask a lot of questions, so he raised his hand. As he was here to give a report, he has to get back to the front lines. Here is the report. We lost Konoha. Half of Fire Country is gone. The third fought to his last breath. And he was killed by Naruto after a prolonged battle. Said Jiraiya flatly, as Kurenai saw no anger or sadness on his face. He was hiding his emotion well. What about Kakashi, Anko, Sakura, all the genin, and my task force, soldiers? Asked Kurenai worriedly, as she did well on hiding the pain she felt upon hearing that Sarutobi is dead. If Jiraiya could control his emotions, then so could she. Kakashi was captured. Last I heard, he was alive. Naruto wouldn't kill him. So you don't need to worry about that. Anko is here. She's pissed as a mad bull, but she's alive. Sakura made it out alive with some other genin. Hyuga Hinata is missing. I still got Hayashi on my ass demanding to find his daughter. Rock Lee did not make it out of the hospital, the enemy got to him. Strangely, your lover Naruto spared the boy. He even asked Nade to start healing Lee, Jiraiya explained. Kurenai grasped her head in pain, so many things were spinning out of control, but her mind focused on one thing that Jiraiya just said. What do you mean, lover? I barely knew Naruto, Kurenai said in protest. As she saw Jiraiya's eyes widen in shock. So, that is what he did. Sneaky bastard, Jiraiya said. What did he do? Tell me, said Kurenai, a new fear creeping up in her heart. As Sasuke's words came flooding back in her mind, what if all of the things that he said was true? My best guess is that Naruto revealed his plan to you. Maybe even asked you to join him. Now that I think about it, that was the first thing he probably did. Both of you had been in a relationship for 5 years now, the strongest couple I have seen after Naruto's parents. You both went to hell and heaven for each other, Jiraiya said. I don't believe it, said Kurenai. Deny it all you want, but it's the harsh truth. Ask Anko, she's your best friend, you trust her. She will back my claim, but you already have an idea about it, Jiraiya asked. Kurenai sighed as she explained to Jiraiya what Sasuke said in their battle. As Jiraiya jumped from the window and came over, as he placed a seal on her forehead as it started to glow blue. So it's true, he said. You have a memory seal in your head. And if we go by Sasuke's testimony, it was made by Naruto, and if it was made by him, then I can only think of one person besides the boy that can remove it. The question is, do you want to? The truth is ugly, said Jiraiya. I need some time to figure everything out, she said. That's fair. The doctors tell me that you're physically fine. That's good news. How did I get here? She asked. Asuma brought you here. He was a brave lad. He also saved the Genins, but he's dead now. Kurenai felt her eyes becoming moist. He had saved her life and now he was dead? She didn't even get a chance to thank him. As she was silent for a few seconds, until she looked at Jiraiya with her eyes, as she was now looking at him like a leader. What is the situation? What are we doing to take our home back? The daimyo died of a heart attack a few days ago. His health wasn't the best. It was failing in the past years, but the rumors are that he did not die of a natural death. Are you telling me that he was murdered? Asked Kurenai. Possibly. And also a majority of his children. The few that remain have pledged their allegiance to the princess, the new daimyo, Princess Karin. Kurenai took a deep breath as she heard about Karin. The woman was tough, and she was the only one amongst the daimyo's children that knew how to fight, and no ninja art. She was also a cruel bitch, victorious but cruel. With everything going on, Karin would use Naruto as a trigger for all of this, probably blaming the death on him. But to kill her own father and siblings, that's disgusting, Kurenai said. So beauty with brains, a deadly combination. It seems like you and I share the same taste in woman, Naruto, Jiraiya thought. People have killed their family for less, Jiraiya said frankly. Nothing more is important than family, to me at least, she said. As Jiraiya then walked over to the table, as Kurenai just noticed it, it was a Hokage's hat. As Jiraiya picked it up, congratulations, 5th Hokage. You are the new Hokage of Konoha. The will of fire burned brightly inside of you, and by the order of the daimyo, I bestow this title upon you. May you serve your people with the best of wisdom, and guide them in this terrible hour. By the time Jiraiya was finished his speech, Kurenai felt dizzy as he handed her a glass of water which she drank. Is this some kind of sick joke? She asked. No, it's not, Kurenai. Why do you think I was waiting for you to wake up? He said in a rather sarcastic tone. You're the most powerful ninja in our village. You should be the leader, not me, she said. Powerful, yes. Wise, no. With the war raging, I have to be on the front lines, gathering information. There's no time for me to take this job. Besides, I am not the right person for it. And Karin also agreed with this decision. What about Kakashi? Shikaku Nara, Inoichi, or the other clan head? She asked. Kakashi is captured. Shikaku and Inoichi were killed when Naruto went in his Kyuubi form. Some of the clan heads didn't make it. Naruto also captured hundreds and they no turn against us, they're on his side. A lot of the clan members, so the clan's head that remain are trying to get things in order. As he used his genjutsu on our captured soldiers and made them attack the stone village. He even let them destroy a few towns and cities, Jiraiya said. Oh my god, said Kurenai. Yes, The fourth great ninja war has started. The earth, country, and the stone village have attacked us. The Tsuchikage was always itching for a fight. Naruto make our soldiers massacre hundreds of stone ninjas. Stone is out for blood, and Konoha and the Sand are under Naruto's control. I still cannot figure out how the boy got the Sand village, except for reports that 2 of his men got in and subdued the entire village. A new Kazekage has been appointed, but he's loyal to Naruto only. The Sound Country and the Sound Village is also under Naruto's rule. And from latest report, a large army of Reich soldiers and Sound ninjas have landed in Water Country. Kiri has barely recovered from the civil war. My spies told me that it wouldn't last against Naruto's army. The only good news I have for you is that Kumo and Lightning Country are staying out of this for now, Jiraiya said. I need a drink, Kurenai said. To wake up and find out you're no Hokage and leading a village in a world war. I figured that you would need one, he said. Here, take a sip. But not too much or you will knock yourself out cold, he said. She drank a sip of the flask as she put it on the table. Do you understand what we're up against, Jiraiya asked. Yes, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that we win this war. And you should know, you're Naruto's only weakness. He loves you. He still does. I don't believe it, said Kurenai. Trust me when I say it. How Naruto feel about you? Kurenai, you may have chosen the village over him. You're a loyal ninja and my guess is right. You refuse to side with him. You even try to stop him. Stop him from persuading him with his madness. He loved you enough to wipe out everything from your mind. All of your good moments together, giving you a clean slate, Jiraiya said. So you wouldn't feel guilty going up against him. I will also take you up as my student. When I'm free, I will teach you everything I know. I will also give you the Toad contract. You will work hard and get strong enough to face him, he said. He's a Kage level ninja, and you have the determination and strength to become one. Your loyalty to your people will push you to new heights, and I will make you become stronger. Follow my train and do what I say, and I believe one day that you'll be able to fight Uchiha Naruto, Jiraiya said. And he loves you. A man who will love, make mistakes, and when he does, you will use that chance, and you will kill him. Kurenai felt like someone had jabbed a knife right through her heart. Hearing Jiraiya's plan made her feel rather nervous. The ninja in her was amazed by the plan. It was good. Naruto would never see it coming, and they could end this madness by making him an scapegoat of this war. However, she didn't know why, but she refused to kill him, as she had it in her mind, like she didn't want to do that. But why should she refuse to kill a traitor? Why was she caring about him? He's a traitor after all. He killed so many. If only Sasuke was here right now, she would have killed him with her bare hands. That boy messed her head up, as now she was just conflicted about Naruto and this war. I am not asking you to kill him with your own hands. I just want you to fight aside your people. Just to keep him busy enough, I got another capable ninja who can finish the job. If things go bad, he would rescue you. I dare to say he's as much as powerful as Naruto, Jiraiya said. It's Itachi Uchiha, isn't it? As Jiraiya was shocked. But what he didn't know that she saw Itachi fighting alongside Hiruzen that day. A lot of people had seen him, most of them were dead, so it was nothing but a rumor now. Yes, Jiraiya said. Why is the butcher of the Uchiha clan on our side? If I'm considered to do this thing, I must know the truth now, she said. Believe me, the easiest way to do was to send you back to Naruto, acting like you realized your mistake, and that you loved him. But Naruto would see right through it. He know the truth, Kurenai. He know that you will never betray your village. But it's up to you, Kurenai. It's up to you. Which side are you on? And what actions will you take? As Kurenai got up, as she walked towards the window, as she looked over the country. Later, she will have to meet the daimyo. She didn't know why Naruto did all of this, as her heart was telling her that there was some other reason. She doubted that she could follow Jiraiya's plans word for word. She will have to make her own choices as well. If she truly loved Naruto and he loved her, then maybe she could stop him by negotiating a truce. That was a better option than fighting against his army. She had already seen how strong he were. More conflict would just make more of her people die. Karin would not care. As long as she get her lost territory back, she would hire new ninjas and take over leadership of Konoha. The reason of this is that Konoha was unable to protect Fire Nation. As Jiraiya looked like he didn't want to see this, Karin is going to use this as a political stand to say that Konoha needs to be under the Fire Country rule 100%. The only reason why they're working together because she knew that Naruto would completely annihilate her army, and she knew she had to get aid from the rest of the Konoha ninjas. As she looked at the Hokage's hat on her head, as she could see it through the window, he was right. She was fit to do this. Naruto, I will find a way to stop you, through negotiation or war. I promise, as the 5th Hokage of Konoha, Kunai thought. She then turned around. When do we start, she said. Time skip, Toby glanced at the report in his hand. Everything was going good, as he had to give Naruto credit. The boy was a force of nature. He was the mastermind behind all of this, after all. The Akatsuki was the boy's special force team. They were acting from the shadows, supporting the boy's war, as they were his war machine. Of course they had their own agenda, but Naruto didn't need to know about that. He saw Zetsu attaching a young, brown-haired man to the statue. The man was heavily wounded, but he was alive. The Gedo statue is ready for sealing. I will use Henzo to make our army. How long do I have to finish this task? Asked Zetsu. 1 year, Toby said. Why a year? I thought we would have lesser time, Black Zetsu said. The stone, the sand, Konoha, the stone, and Kiri are entering into war with each other. Of course, the stone, the sand, and Konoha are the Empire, and are on the same side. But the other players don't know that, and they can't do anything about it. The war has not yet fully started. Let the village take heavy losses. Naruto believed once the village saw how much losses they are taking, they will have to put the Jinchurikis on the front lines. When those people get tired of fighting their enemies, we will capture them and seal the Bijous. I dare say Naruto is 1,000 more times smarter and cunning than his own father, Toby said, as he was completely impressed with their results so far. The child is the father of the man, said White Zetsu. Correct, said Toby. You're wrong. Kumo has not entered the war. They have not taken the bait, and they also have the Nebe and the Hatsubi, and right now they're the strongest nation out there, now that Konoha and the Fire Country has crumbled. Even with the resources at our disposal, I cannot find their Jinchuriki. The right Hage has sensed that something is not right with this conflict, and he has concealed his weapons, said Black Zetsu, as he was the only one not smitten by Naruto, unlike his partners. A is a buffoon, but his people aren't. They must have advised him to not take this move, but Naruto has already accounted for that. As Toby points his finger towards the corner, as Black Zetsu sighed in defeat, as White Zetsu smiled. I take my words back. Naruto is a genius, said Black Zetsu. As Toby stepped towards the edge of the cave, soon his plan will come through. Kumo's greatest weakness will lead to their fall. It's time for the rise of the Akatsuki. Time skip. Kabuto watched in fascination as Orochimaru operated a set of bodies placed next to each other. In a way, their eviction from the zone was a blessing. Orochimaru's goal of destroying Konoha was fulfilled by Naruto, and now the boy has started a war. The Fourth Great Ninja War. That is where people, man, woman, children, all went missing, and that was a blessing for Orochimaru. 4 months, Orochimaru had been holed up in a cave inside Fire Country. Kabuto was frustrated since their plan was foiled, but Orochimaru merely smiled and told him to believe in fate. As Orochimaru had a creepy smile when he said that, he was planning something big and Kabuto knew it. Slowly, Orochimaru recovered from the wounds that Naruto gave him. The newly started war had opened up an unlimited amount of new test subjects for him. He already had enough lab rats to experiment for an entire lifetime. He had changed into a much more powerful body, and he was working on a cure for Kimimaro. When it was accomplished, Orochimaru will have the perfect vessel. They have already started their recruitments, and they were building their army of cursed seed warriors, only loyal to Orochimaru. Orochimaru chuckled. Things are getting better and better for us, Kabuto. Don't you think, he said, as Kabuto adjusted his glasses. You're right, Orochimaru-sama. Things turned out exactly the way we wanted to. Well, not exactly in our favor, but regardless. With the ninja villages fighting at each other's throats, we're free to do what we want and no one will bother us, Kabuto said as Orochimaru smiled. Good analyst, how goes the work on my secret project? You know we can't disappoint dear Naruto. He must pay for his actions, Orochimaru said as he sliced open a man's heart. I'm making progress, but it will take some time. Maybe 1 or 2 years. Make sure everything go well, Orochimaru said. I want to give Naruto a surprise. Orochimaru's gaze shifted to Naruto as his photo was on a dartboard. Ever since that defeat, Orochimaru was planning day and night to get back the boy. He had offered Naruto a place by his side, something that a worm like him did not deserve, and he turned against him and attacked him. Surely Orochimaru will make him pay. Soon enough he will regret everything that he did. But guys, be ending this right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications to be posted. Remember to share to all of your friends, your social media platform, and go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto returned different after his training trip that I posted over on Anime King. I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto was sent to the Marvel world, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy, guys. And on this channel I posted a new episode of What If 10 Tails was sealed inside of Naruto, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy as well, guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support, guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro.